What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 60 of my Total Warhammer 3 Boris Ursus and Zanaviev campaign. So as we saw last time, we got zinched. We got zinched real hard. I have never been zinched so hard in my entire life. Basically, our armies got stopped for 2 full turns, and it created massive problems as these were the turns that we really needed to move around. So it is unfortunate, and we're going to have to try our hardest to now come back from this. We're also very much running low on cash. We got about 2 turns before we run out, and it is absolutely critical that we delete one of our armies as soon as possible. In fact, most likely what we're going to want to do is at the very least delete Alexandra Kostina's army, but probably not herself. She is going to be heading a ice chariot and artillery army as soon as we can get to it. Of course, it'll be massively more expensive than the Kossars, but it'll also be a little bit different from the other armies that we've been working with. I'll be very curious to see how effective it is later on. Fortunately, we can build both of those units here, and that's probably where we're going to build them. We might even get a couple of elemental bears into that army, mostly because it would otherwise have no tanks, although once again, we'll somehow have to make some frickin' room for it from a money perspective. I don't know why the economy is so garbage, considering we've basically built economy everywhere, and we have a pretty big empire so far, and we have some very solid trade agreements going. I mean, we're making 4K from trade, which is almost a third of our basic income, or our building income, rather. Alright, well, either way, we have an absolute ton of things to do, and the first, most important main one is this. Melchior and Revel Warplicker. You get Warplicker. Alright, that's pretty funny. We have to deal with them. The issue is that they carry plagues, and Beledna Gospodar getting a plague again would absolutely screw us. We unfortunately, I think, do have to risk this, but I think what we'll do is we will move you two together, but we will attack with the inferior Beledna Gospodar, the recruiter Beledna Gospodar. This would hopefully allow her, by virtue of being the contact army, i.e. the army that actually hits the enemy army, to suffer the plague. Then maybe after that we delete the army and we're good? Maybe. I don't know whether this will work. I'm not entirely sure how exactly plague spreading works, but this is all I can think of, and I don't think we have much of a choice but to get rid of this nonsense right here and right now. So we'll start this off with a big old cinematic battle. Let's see if this all pans out, shall we? Pyrrhic victory with high casualties sounds pretty fun. We're probably gonna have to get you off the field immediately so that you don't die, but otherwise, looking pretty good. Their reinforcements come in later than ours do, but because we're attacking, they're mostly likely going to essentially blob up at their edge of the map and wait until their reinforcements arrive. But you know, that does play into our hands a little bit because our main army is the second one coming in. Anyway, here we go. Let's see if we can manage to pull this off.
Enemies are numerous, but they are ill-prepared for ice magic.
They may be ill-prepared for ice magic, but it really depends on how much magic we actually have to play around with. More importantly, they are not ill-prepared for the type of army that we have, as our main force is very badly damaged, and our reinforcing force, well, I guess technically this is our main force, but you know what I mean. The smaller force, I suppose, is made up of all non-elite trash Kossars, whereas the enemy has a lot of much more elite units. A bunch of Exalted Bloodletters, which are very scary in melee combat, especially with buffs and decent veterancy. In addition to that, they have a ton of frickin' Skull Crushers. They have a ton of Minotaurs, I believe 5 or 6 units of them, as well as a a bunch of Gore Beast chariots as well, which are amazing at ripping apart Kossars. So yeah, that's all very, very potentially dangerous. They also have a couple casters on the field. Actually, they have 3 units that can cast magics. And oh look, more Minotaurs, more Gore Beasts, and more Skull Crushers. Well, isn't that just swell? Alrighty, our army is moving onto the field now, and let's take a quick look at the map here. This is not the best map that we could have gotten, especially for this. I kind of regret not moving our reinforcing line and then putting it about here, because at least this would have provided more of an area to fire on the enemy where we wouldn't be firing through the forests. Unfortunately, where we currently are, there's a lot of interference by various woods, and that's going to be a problem because, well, it'll interfere with our artillery, it'll interfere with our Kossars, it'll interfere with our Streltsy, basically our entire army, whereas their army benefits a lot from closing the distance and engaging us in melee. So we'll see. We'll see if we can actually pull this off. It's not looking great. I think I'm still somewhat confident, but I'm not confident that we can pull this off without losses, especially as a few of our units are so badly damaged that, you know, a single spell and a couple seconds fighting a Minotaur unit or an Exalted Bloodletter unit will probably see them die. Alrighty, the enemy reinforcements are on the field now as well, and I am now wondering whether the enemy army will move towards us, and it looks like it will. Even though I hadn't started firing our artillery, in fact, the very slow great cannons are still trying to position themselves so they wouldn't have to fire through the woods, and yet the enemy is going to attack us. It's probably actually a smart move, just by virtue of the fact that it doesn't allow us time to set up here where we have a reasonable firing lane to damage the army, but oh well. At the very least, the little Groms are going to be able to take some shots, but unfortunately, this also doesn't give us a lot of time to actually set up our force here. Yeah, although, to be fair, while this would have also been a better position, I would be kind of hesitant to camp in the corner there anyway, even if it is the only position on the map that would allow us that reasonable firing lane. Oh, it looks like both little Groms missed the Herald of Slaanesh. I probably shouldn't have even bothered targeting her. Should have targeted the Minotaurs, but also the Minotaurs were out of range at that time, and they're just moving into range now, and thus the targeting will switch. Alrighty, once again, just like the last time these armies fought, we gotta make sure. Ooh, love the cornate sky though, it's very pretty. Yeah, just like last time, we gotta try to deplete the enemy army of as many Minotaurs as possible before they reach our lines, whereas our great cannons are going to be firing on the enemy units of Exalted Bloodletters. Looks like the enemy's also going to start casting stuff. They got a Searing Doom down on one of our Zargard, doing maybe 15% damage to it. Alright, that's another Minotaur that bites the dust, and we are also going to get an ice field, or an ice sheet rather, down on the enemy to slow them down, allow the Minotaurs to take a few extra hits. We do have the one benefit of having 2 casters, both of which have ice sheet here, even though our second caster is kind of trash as well. In the meantime, because the enemy is moving through the forest, I decided to try to delay them as much as possible by summoning an elemental bear there, and hopefully it can distract at least a couple of units, though it does seem lots of them are going to try to go past it. Yeah, these guys are ignoring it completely. It looks like they're all ignoring it completely. I really hate how the AI is really good at doing that, because when the player gets engaged, it's kind of problematic. But anyway, here we go. It looks like the Gore Beast chariots and the oh, those are Skull Crushers as well, yeah. Skull Crushers have charged our line of melee or armored Kossars. The rest of our battle line is also getting charged as well, though fortunately their lords are charging our lords, and we have 4 to their 2. Though we did send one of our Patriarchs over here just to try to defend against those Minotaurs, although these 2 Minotaurs did get pretty badly beat up by our artillery, who have now switched to other units, although this one at the very least is distracted by these damn Chaos Furies. Over on this side, I did try to once again move the Streltsy around to the flank of the army in order to, you know, fire into their flanks like we did last time we fought the the Legion of Chaos, but unfortunately the Blood Crushers in this particular case got here a little bit too fast. They are currently fighting our Demigryph Knights, but they are engaging the Streltsy, which means no extra gunfire coming out of those. Our other Streltsy, or our other Demigryph Knights rather, are unfortunately engaged with the Score Beast and this set of Skull Crushers, which leaves this enemy set of Blood Crushers to charge our Great Cannons. Yeah, it looks like the enemy got here a little bit too fast for us to set everything up, and they're getting a lot of our ranged units engaged, which is not so great for us because it's forcing us to fight Khorne exactly where he wants to fight. In glorious melee combat. Alrighty, and the Minotaurs have arrived and they are doing work. Looks like they're getting some buffs in there as well. I do expect the Minotaurs should be able to defeat the Armored Kossars and Zargard with, well, perhaps not the greatest ease enough. Also, a decent amount of Bloodletters, or Exalted Bloodletters, has closed with a bunch of enemy units, but we are going to use our Heart of Winter, or Winter's Heart, on them to try to lower those numbers as soon as possible. Over on the side, it looks like one of the enemy Gorbeast, or not Gorbeast, Skull Crushers has been destroyed, and now the Demigryphs are fighting the rest of them. The Demigryphs will take care of them, and that's not the problem. The problem is this entire time, for several minutes now, the Streltsy have been out of the fight. Other Streltsy are trying to focus down enemy Minotaurs, who are also dropping as fairly quickly, though once again Gorbeasts are pushing through our battle lines and distracting enemy units. A great use of the Chaos Furies by the AI as well, distracting our little Groms and preventing them from killing further enemies. Like, they could have been really useful supporting the line here. We were also going to get one of our Demigryphs units off the field because it went down to 4 units. It couldn't fight this off, unsurprisingly, as there were just too many enemies, and obviously our charged unit of Great Cannons had to run off the field as well. That was all manual. They hadn't routed. I had to tell them to run so that that the units weren't lost. Okay, nice shot from that little Grom there. Looks like they're free of the Chaos Furies now, at the very least. And a Lash of Slaanesh going down on some of our Kossar. Oh no, some of our Streltsy. That's a lot worse. Alrighty, but it looks like a few of the enemy units of Exalted Bloodletters are now starting to get banished, to dissipate. They did take a lot of damage together here fighting our lords and heroes, although one of our lords, the Recruiter Beledna, almost died there. Not that it would have mattered if she had died, but it still would have been unfortunate. I moved her out and told her to start attacking the Gorbeast chariots, because even though she's badly hurt, it is still unlikely that she gets killed by a Gorbeast. Alrighty, finally getting a little bit more support from those little Groms as well, though the enemy is also moving another set of Exalted Bloodletters in. Of course, their armor piercing means that they are very dangerous for both our Ice Witch and for our Patriarch, one of which is down to about 20% HP as well. The Zargard are holding, but just barely, and I do believe one of the units of Zargard that was over on this side is basically dead. Yeah, these guys are down to 24, and there's another one that was down to about 4 units left and might have actually died here somewhere. Oh, no, wait, this one's... I don't know if this one will die or survive. I don't know if 4 is enough to maintain unit cohesion. I guess we'll see. Oh, another shot from the little Grom. I think that might have clipped a couple of our Zargard, but it's worth it if it takes out some Minotaurs, so that's okay. Looks like our Patriarch here is in very, very bad position now. He does have Ursun's Roar, but that is just keeping him from routing. Otherwise, he has 611 HP. Let's see if he can pull this off, i.e. escape from this. Just spamming Saliak's Lullaby, and I do believe we got one Saliak's Lullaby off. And it looks like it'll be just barely enough for him to get out 192 HP, but the Saliak's Lullaby and the Standard Ground is allowing him to heal through that. Just barely. Balance of Power is now, however, shifted in our favor, though we have taken a lot of damage, especially on the flanks. Our units look to be about to be able to see off all of those flankers. In addition to that, our Demigryph Knights, the ones that were combating the enemy units that were on the side here, are now able to go into the center and help out with holding the line there. It looks like there's an enemy Blue Core set that's actually doing very nice damage to those Armored Kossars, damn. Considering they're such a basic unit. And, the Kossars are armored. But anyway, now, finally, we're achieving what we wanted, which is the Streltsy having the ability to flank enemies and shoot them in the back, shoot them in the side, etc., etc. This is what we wanted from the start, but there was just too much cavalry on the field from the enemy for us to for us to be able to achieve that earlier. Fortunately, it looks like the chain route is just about here now, and the enemy is dissipating and gone. Ooh, very, very close battle. Looks like we've taken a lot of casualties, and probably lost at least a few units there. I got as many units off the field or back behind our lines as possible, as you can see. There's a badly damaged unit there, obviously one of our Patriarchs and one of our Lords. All nearly died. There's another Zargard unit which dropped further, a Streltsy unit that's almost dead. Damn, a really close battle. But the close ones are the best ones, as always. So, yeah, just gonna move everybody in, get a couple of Salyax lullabies in here. We gotta remember that that Ogre army belonging to Pokju is very, very nearby and could still attack Erengrad right after this. So we should heal and then use all of our Salyax lullabies, and then obviously, hopefully, if we don't get the plague, heal up in Erengrad while we presumably recruit our losses via global recruitment. Anyway, Pyrrhic victory, perhaps unsurprisingly, considering how much damage we took. Let's see what the actual damage is. Let's see if we got the plague. Exciting times. I'm very nervous about that plague, man. Oh man, what a battle. This, that was damn close. We did get quite the reward for it, though unfortunately we did lose some of our units. Some of our Zargard especially, which we will need to recruit via global recruitment, I guess. Fortunately, we do now have the money to be able to afford that. Unfortunately, that is 2 more turns that we can't do anything, though we need to heal up anyway if we did not get the plague. And I guess this is going to be a moment of truth. Ooh, I'd love to take the 5.2k, but oh, we have to because it won't heal up our main army out of the win. Yeah, alright, fine. Take the money. Take the money. And then we should only get the debuff on you, and oh, no plague. Ooh, okay, okay, that's nice. 1... And then you don't get that. Okay, beautiful. You know where you're going. Back to Erengrad. That was a really fun battle. Hey, we got another snowflake pendant. Isn't that swell? A smuggler. Hello. Somebody carry that smuggler, please. I don't know who can, but somebody please do. You just got immortality, but the question is, can you smuggle things? Or can you have one of your minions smuggle things? It does look indeed that you can. Do you have anything that's useless on you? Tax collector, probably not super useful for you right now. Growth. Take out the growth, even though it's really useful for Erengrad, but you know what? Not as useful as smuggler, because it'll give us money. Alrighty, you are going to head back into Erengrad. And you are... Oh, you're spec'd to recruit, aren't you? Yeah, recruitment cost reduction. Ooh, wait. You can also have Quartermaster and Renowned and Feared now, which means... I guess Lightning Strike... You know what? A Logistician might help, in theory, for a recruiter. Yeah, you know what, let's get Logistician, Renowned, and Feared. There we go. And in fact, wait, are you any closer to Renowned and Feared and stuff? Let's see, if we get Drill... just 1 point. That one leveled up 4, we leveled up 1. Could really use that Quartermaster. Also, how close is Pokju now? Well, he's fairly close, but we will heal at least a half in a turn. And the question is... You cannot global recruit, except by staying right here for 2 turns. And the question is, will you be attacked? Ooh, wait, do we have... Oh, wait, you're telling me we no longer have a Zargard building anywhere? Oh, well, that's not great. That is not great. I thought that we had kept 1, but apparently we have not. Huh, weird. I don't remember deleting it here, but I guess we did. Huh. And nothing we have anywhere can allow us to build Zargard? You don't. Damn. I should not have deleted that one building. There was one here in the Plain of Zar, but I guess since it's gone now, that's, well, that's a problem. We're gonna allow you to keep sieging so that Terratus hopefully sieges something else. That's the idea, anyway. But that doesn't change the fact that we need to recruit something to replace that which we've lost, and we also probably then need to build one of those Zargard buildings here. Since I believe it is a tier 3 building, yeah, we can build it here. Anywhere, really, once we've built the provinces up. Speaking of building the provinces up, Dushika, let's get you up. Let's also then replace them with armored Kossars for now. I guess we could just do 1. It'll only take one turn to
Join
recruit it anyway. Alright, let's do that.
I deserve protection.
Alrighty, and we're not going to delete anybody else because Pokju might come in and attack us right now, or shortly. So we'll need to deal with that.
I see
Yeah.
only the graceful.
Okay, you guys have immortality now, so I guess it's about time, because we could have lost you in that battle. You're obviously also going to get healer as well, so the reduced cooldown for Saliak's Lullaby, and increased replenish troops, I guess, but it's mostly the cooldown that we want. Huh, although since there's two of you, anything more useful? Let's see, wait, this gives attrition minus 20% casualties from all attrition. You know what? I'm tempted to maybe get Harsh Survivor on one of you, because Healer does not necessarily benefit Saliak's Lullaby other than, like, it doesn't increase its power. Oh wait, cooldown duration still 15. Yeah, it's just the cooldown. It doesn't increase its number of uses or anything. And active replenish troops can only work on one unit. So you both don't have to have it, even though you both do, because I don't remember why. Because I'm stupid. But we have to go immortality first, but I think maybe we'll get Harsh Survivor on one of you as well. Honestly, if we could, I'm almost tempted to get Harsh Survivor on both of them, because I'm pretty sure that does stack. And I don't want to get screwed over by those plagues again. Oh wait, you can get it right now. Oh man. But we need the replenishment, but 3% isn't much. But the better we replenish the... I think we do 1-on-1. Different cooldowns on this, but you know what, 1-on-1. Let's do 1-on-1. I hope I don't come to regret it, but then how will I know that I've come to regret it? Also, you have now renowned and feared. We don't need the healing bonuses. We're still not going to build you to be an actual army, but we will need you to recruit stuff for us somewhere. So, yeah, we're probably gonna delete you soon. Although, no, I was thinking, what if we could recruit stuff with you and then carry over here? But that's gonna take way too long. It's not really possible. Damn. Alright, well, unfortunate as that is, it's hardly surprising. Yeah, you just keep recruiting what you're doing right now. You could also... Okay, we're at 70 still. And we're fine.
Emissary of
We're
the
fine.
Ice Court.
You know what? Don't spend the points yet. We might figure out another use for them at some point. You stay as you are, hopefully for 2 turns. Hadra, let's see if we can get you out. Let's run... I think we should be able to get away by going up here, although that might draw him towards Zoishank. And... well, with the dwarfs there in Zoishank, you might be able to defend it from Pokju, right? With this army in Zoishank, plus you, I think that would be enough to hold this off. I mean, unless there's like 8 Stonehorns in here. That's a lot of Gorgers as well, but I think we're okay. So go here. Please don't get intercepted. Moment of truth, I guess. Go. Ooh, okay. No, we're good. We're good. At least for now, depending on what this guy does. We also need our allies to freaking kill this nonsense. You've been told to attack this, have you not? Yeah, we've told them to attack Pokju, but they're just not doing so. Oh wait, the dwarfs have this target. Dwarfs, maybe we give you a different target. We will give you... Wait, do we even have an army out here? You know, I'm just gonna clear your targets because you're clearly not accomplishing anything like this. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully you deal with this, although you also need to deal with these guys, who are gonna be in Boris's way as he heads towards the Demon Prince Soul, and we gotta get there before the Exiles do. I'm a little bit less worried about Kugath because he's wounded for several turns, but when he comes back, he'll presumably head towards it. Alrighty, well, regardless, what else do we have to do this turn? Boris, you'll probably attack. Yarogni, you're in the middle of a siege, so you will attack immediately in a few seconds. Anybody else here? I don't think so. Who are you guys? Oh, we summoned you guys to close the rifts, but that'll be next turn. Okay. You guys just stay as you are. You're not going to be doing anything useful right now. Although, since we're going to delete you next turn anyway, we could get you Cleanse Corruption so that if in the event that the corruption gets up here, we can at least deal with that a little bit. Aggressive, yeah, screw it. Cleanse Corruption and, oh, only 1 point. Wound Specialist, there you go, buddy. And then you, what do you have? Oh, you have Strongholder, which is actually not too bad, but are we going to keep you? Unlikely. Unlikely. At least at the current time, it's unlikely. So, you know what? You are still going to go for Cleanse Corruption and Specialist and Wound. We're going to delete them all next turn anyway. Now, Urogny, you have a quick siege to do, so let's attack the Scrap Towers. Auto-resolve will not let us deal with this, so let's do this manually real quick. Ah, what a glorious battle, though. That was really fun. Alrighty, also, while this is loading, this is the 60th episode, and thus a 5th episode in the series, and I have not done this for, I feel like, a long time now, so just want to remind you guys to drop those likes and comments if you've been enjoying this particular Let's Play, especially the upload schedule, as all that does depend on engagement, as it always has. Alright, let's get to it. Oh, you were supposed to load at the exact second I shut up there, game. Come on now. Work with me here, game. At least a little bit. Don't beat Zinch, okay? Ah, frickin' Zinch. I'm still salty about it. Alrighty, well, let's set up our artillery here, I guess. Hopefully these guys can fire up there. You can do the same, little Grom, and then you can fire up there, and you can do the same. Alright, you guys move up. Who's coming in as a reinforcement? 2 heroes, eh? Alright, let's do this. Let's go here. Maybe a little bit closer. Ooh, actually, no, a little bit further away. And we'll keep... You know, keep Urogny here. If you're wondering why, I figure we just have him kill them. We don't need the caster, most likely, but if they charge these guys, maybe Urogny can deal with it. We'll use the Streltsy to actually assault the enemy. Or we could swap 2 for 2. You know, maybe we swap 2 for 2. I feel like the artillery is going to do most of the work here anyway. And the Streltsy are going to have an easier time killing the bosses after all. Like so. Alright, good. And Urogny, you can charge them directly if they charge you. Alright, the rest of you, I want you war sleds not on this side, otherwise they might put some garrison units on this side, but on this side. And I believe that is not it. Who's here? Oh, you two. Yeah, alright, fine. Alright, start deployment. Start battle, go. Artillery, you get to work. You guys start advancing forward like so. Like so. Artillery, you do your thing. War sleds, go in and annoy the enemy best you can. Group 4. Group 5. Alrighty, and move in here, and you move in, let's say, here. These guys will most likely charge you, but I'm hoping you'll be fine. Oh, this tower's gonna annoy us, isn't it? Well, once the artillery stops firing, then then we can have it kill these things. In fact, you're not firing at all, so maybe go after that tower. Otherwise, it's gonna hurt our poor war sleds. You guys, well, you might actually be able to get a volley off if these guys move closer. You guys move up, and you guys move up, and you guys move forward. When are those reinforcements arriving? 2 minutes. Okay, so that's gonna take some time. You guys attack this. You guys attack these guys, and we'll see if we're good. Looking okay so far. Alright, attack, 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 and yes, alright, you know what, maybe we summon a warbear here, which will force the enemy to sort of fight there. Alright, that tower is done for. You guys need to move a little bit closer, especially the Streltsy. That they can keep attacking. Lovely. And you know what, you guys stay here and destroy that tower while the Streltsy move up a little bit further as well. We should probably also give them all brace for the event that in the event that we actually need it. You guys are good. You guys are being chased. Let's one of you got caught. Don't do that. Don't allow this. I don't appreciate it. Back out. Thank you. And then after that one's backed out, you guys can go back in. There you go. In and out, in and out. Forward. And keep attacking that one. How are we doing here? Alright, that thing is done for. These guys are done for as well. Our artillery are missing some shots, but that's not really unexpected. You guys keep moving forward. And no. You were good where you were. Very good where you were. Keep that up. Artillery, keep firing as well. In fact, both of you, if you could work on this nonsense out here, I would really appreciate that. You keep firing on this tower together with you. Alrighty, and enemy reinforcements got 38 seconds, which we're just about to reach. And oh, they got more units here. Cute, cute. Keep working on them, war sleds. Why did you let them charge you? Bunch of idiots. Yeah, skirmish is generally kind of broken, but it's also really bad with the terrible pathing inside these settlements, which, you know, hardly surprising, but it is annoying. Back out. Back out. Thank you. And then attack them after you're good. Alright, how are we doing out here? Alright, artillery doing work, which means you guys can move up further. Oh, did you get hit by a stray rocket, perhaps? Otherwise, how would you be hurt? Alright, move up. Move up. Move up. Have the enemy reinforcements arrived? Indeed they have. Alright, Uragni. I don't know whether you actually need to help with this, but you can certainly give it a try. Go for that Slaughtermaster first. Uragni, try to move behind them so that you don't interfere with the shots. Not that Uragni can ever be considered to be interfering. All the kills rightfully belong to Uragni anyway. Oh, damn it, you guys got caught while I wasn't... Oh, they actually got hit from the other side by a unit of Mournfangs. Okay, neat little move, AI, neat little move. We need help here. You guys are gonna have to charge in melee and through this, otherwise our war sleds are very much in trouble. We're looking like we might actually lose some war sleds. Hopefully they can get through this. War sleds. I am concerned. Some of these are definitely gonna drop. I wonder if Uragni managed to kill the other unit. I don't know. No, it's still running. Alright, well, you guys then start advancing. Uragni, go catch it. Oh, it hid. Alrighty. Ooh, wow, yeah, definitely taking some damage here. Try to move through this. Other war sleds try. Turn off guard mode. If you guys don't lose models, that would be lovely. In fact, turn off skirmish mode because it might be interfering with you and just try to get out. While you guys try to block the way of the enemy. And obviously go after those Mournfangs. And you guys just go, just go. Just go. Uragni, have you managed to catch the enemy lord? No, but you're gonna. Alright, how's the rest of these guys? Alright, we've captured a point here. Let's advance. Let's advance here as well. You guys can feel free to move up here. You two, continue getting the heck out of there. The Mournfangs are pretty much dead, though. You really need to get out. Like actually get out. Ah, you've lost a unit. Damn. Oh, well. I mean, I think one will heal up anyway after the battle's over. And speaking of the battle being over, it should be just about done. Uragni, buff yourself up and deliver the killing blow on the Slaughtermaster here. A lovely job. There you go. You didn't need no Streltsy to help you out with this. Speaking of Streltsy, go kill that. Speaking of you guys, go kill that. And the battle will be over in now. Alright, well done everybody. Sorry about the war sleds, but I don't think we'll need to bother healing them up. I think we'll be just fine. The losses were pretty minimal, minus the war sled, the one war sled. But to be fair, the auto-resolve was going to kill off 2 units of war sleds. Was it 2 units of war sleds or 4 units of war sleds? A lot of war sleds. And if it was 2 units, why would it kill off 2 units but not the other 2? That's also very strange, considering the units are identical in levels and everything. Well, minus this one, but these 3 are. So that's also kind of strange. But anyway, loot gained, occupy the place.
This is awesome.
And there we go, got another tax collector, because you know what we needed? More tax collectors. Enemy killed in battle, enemy killed in battle. This province is unfortunately not yet ours. You have... We still probably need to build a wall here. I don't really want to build walls anywhere here, but we probably still need them. And Uragni, you need to move up here. But otherwise, unfortunately, I think while we do still have to fight another major fight against these guys, I think we'll leave that to next episode, because I certainly don't think we have time for another very, very long battle. And a fight against a massive amount of Tzeentchian forces will certainly be one of the longer ones. So I think we'll leave that till next time. Let's just make sure we complete all the admin stuff that we have to do to set up next episode for immediate battles. At the very least, Erengrad is safe, which means we can continue to get our defensive supplies, though I think we need to send Beledna out to get our... we could have reduced the recruitment cost further. To get our research back up and running, we really also need to increase growth, which is ironic considering I just removed that growth unit. Do either of you... Nah, you still have that. You still have the bonus to growth. Yeah, it's just bad because of the corn corruption. The Erengrad port will increase it fairly considerably as we keep building it up, so that should be fine. And the Akshina Covert Office is going to help us with the control, so everything's fine in that regard. Oh, we've got some Nurgle corruption coming in from that rift, which we need to close. You know what we could do? You're fully healed, so we could spend the money on this. No, 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 no. Thought I selected you. Frickin' hell. No, what? Why? Why did that happen? Frickin' hell. Okay, move back. Are you not able to select a single unit? Oh, you have to manually move it out of the army first? Okay, that was stupid. I didn't realize. I thought we could select the unit and then order the unit, but apparently not the case. It's okay, we'll do it next turn. The one turn of growth is not going to... not gonna make much of a difference, but that was still stupid. Oh well. Boris, we'll leave you till next episode. Let's see about the rest of the admin stuff. Siok Tracken, yeah, you still need the church. You need the church because this is all quite problematic. Beledna, you're gonna go back to stealing tech. Ugh, we really need to build some of those buildings to get a few more frost witches up and running. Let's also get the Hallowed Field up. Mount Grimfang, we are going to get another windmill here, and I feel like perhaps... perhaps we can afford to get rid of the walls at Grimfang, Greyhag, and Gunbad, because Greyhag... Wait, Gunbad... Where's Gunbad? Grimfang's all the way back here. Greyhag... Yeah, these things look pretty darn safe. I mean, the only way that they could get attacked is if this thing came here, attacked us, and then wandered all the way here. Is that actually possible? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think we're safe. So we're gonna delete these walls, and... Well, actually... Yeah, delete all these walls and get some Hallowed Woods up in there. It's not like they provide us any control anyway. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm probably also going to get rid of this church for even more cash. Clearly, something needs to be done about the money situation. And if that means getting rid of churches pretty much everywhere, well then that's what it means. And this is probably the safest location we have to do that in. Alright, anything else that we can build before we call this? Bolgazgrad. We still do have to be careful with money, but Boris is going to get some more. Do we need the extra growth here? Actually, I don't think we do, because Fortistrosk should be leveled up within a turn or two, and then we'll be maxed out here, and we can actually delete these and replace them with money. Which is nice. Presuming that Pokju doesn't come in and destroy everything, which you know how Pokju is. Let's see, World Zedge Mountains, no, nothing to be done here, at least not that we're willing to pay for. You are good as well, Mount Greyhag. You're gonna lose all those unnecessary walls, though we'll keep it at the Tower of Gorgoth, because I'm not willing to sacrifice a tier 5 settlement to random nonsense. I think that's good, right? Yeah, alrighty. Well, that looks like that's going to be it for this episode, calling it here. Next time we have Boris attack this, or move back to the Rift. I still haven't decided, but most likely we'll just have him fight the Tzeentchins here, because 2 armies is a little much for this guy, and it might give him a chance to heal up. We would also try to get Urogny to capture Karak Krakatan, peace out with Goldtooth, and then run here as fast as possible. It will mean leaving the lizards here, but, you know, we have bigger fish to fry, as nice as this is. I might even just ally with them and get a trade agreement going, because this is not... This can't stand. There's way too many Tzeentchin armies here, and if they gather up in single locations, we'll start losing territories, and I'm not willing to lose the old territories, especially as we're pretty dependent on them for our cash. But anyway, we'll see if we can deal with those problems next time. Don't forget to leave a like or comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.